You just noticed I was doing that?
No, but it's like faster than you've done it before. It's so fast. I'm gonna like double click my mouse. Hold on. Do that again. Right, so this awful game is called Death by AI. One of your friends has to come up with a survival scenario, while everybody else has to come up with a reason why they should survive that stupid-ass scenario that their friend made up. And the AI comes in where it will decide if you survive or not. It is really bad at choosing if you survive or not, and it makes it really funny. So, with that, enjoy the video, and, oh god.
Lamar Jackson.
The quarterback might be a frog.
Bruh. It doesn't look like a frog.
Hey, Luca, look up Lamar Jackson. Tell me it doesn't look like a frog.
Alright, I'm gonna look up Lamar Jackson and see if he looks like a frog. What the fuck is this? You enter Luca's room and find him bopping his flopper to Hurricane Milton footage.
I like that a lot.
To avoid embarrassment, Luca threatened to kill you. What do you do? Oh, I misspelled flopper. I wrote florper.
I'm screwed, bro. I did not survive, bro.
I said bopping my florper.
Bopping my florper.
Okay, what do you do?
Alright.
I show him that I also bought my flopper to Hurricane Milton footage and tell him that it's okay. You shouldn't be scared to bop your deflorper, lobster flopper along to Hurricane footage, the rhythm of the storm drawing them closer to Luca's bizarre world. At first, Luca's eyes widen in shock, but soon a smirk spreads along his face, and he nods in reluctant agreement, easing the tension. Just as they think they bridge the gap, a sudden gust from the footage. What?
What?
Sends a flurry of paper.
What?
Knocking over. What the hell?
That's
That's some bullshit, dude. It made up.
What the fuck? That's crazy. Ain't no way.
Virtual win to kill my ass. I bought my flopper with him.
I'm surprised.
Bopping alongside Luca. Carefree energy momentarily disarmed the threat lingering in the air. But with one poorly timed move, your dad's bop turned into a chaotic stumble, sending both floppers into oblivion. In a whirl of confusion, they met an untimely end.
Dryo tries to. Dryo reminds Luca that he's part of the Brotherhood. This calms Luca and reassures him there's no need to be embarrassed. They kiss.
You didn't have to add that last part. Their lips. Oh my god, no.
Oh god. Dude.
I actually got like Looney Tunes out of existence.
I offered to blop his flopper. In a shocking turn of events, I Love Kemba's unexpected proposal causes Luca to pause mid-pop. As laughter erupts from both, the tension dissipates, and instead of killing him, Luca embraces the spontaneity of the moment, pulling them into a dance-off. By creatively diffusing the situation, Ali not only survives, but emerges as the life of the party, earning a new dance member in the process.
Stupid.
That's crazy.
We all convince him that I too like to bloop into Hurricane Milton footage, so we do.
That's crazy.
Most intelligible Michael statement.
As Michael passionately bops along with Luca, the tension in the room quickly dissipates, and they both lose themselves in the rhythm of Hurricane Milton's chaos. Enthralled by the absurdity of their newfound camaraderie, Luca's initial threat dissolves into laughter and unexpected friendship, saving Michael from a grim fate. In this surreal moment of shared madness, not only do they survive, but they forge an unlikely bond. Oh, we're bopping in the wild winds! I tell Luca that being hurricane sexual is okay. Then we have a talk about the devastating. Thomas bravely addresses Luca's unique interest. The conversation strips from embarrassment to a heartfelt discussion about the real devastation caused by Hurricane Milton. Luca, moved by Thomas's empathetic approach, realizes the importance of channeling energy towards awareness instead of violence. In a moment of unexpected camaraderie, they both pledge to educate others about hurricane safety, turning an awkward confrontation into a new friendship. Thomas survives and leaves the room with a sense of purpose.
Let's fucking go.
I hate this game.
How about we take turns texting you promise we want, like in a rotation?
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Well, you pick. I think that's fair enough.
Alright, Luca can go first, then Ben. I'm just doing it in the order that it's in. Like,
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So, Luca, Ben, Derek if he ever gets back, Ali, and then Michael. Alright, Luca, come up with something good, man.
He won't.
That's my prompt.
That's so good. That's good. So happy.
How long is it taking you to type one sentence?
I kept making typos, bro.
To go buy that shit.
Oh, I literally do. I showered today.
Yeah, you're right. How do you spell hygiene?
You're in college, Thomas.
Shit, I don't know how to spell hygiene.
You're a problem.
Oh, I spelled butthole wrong.
There's no way.
Thomas, you might be the dumbest person I've ever.
Alright, what does Michael try to do? I offer to shower with him so he doesn't feel alone and scared. I also get his back for him.
I like that.
As Michael steps in the shower, the steam enveloped them both, transforming the cramped space into a sanctuary of camaraderie and cleanliness. Michael, initially apprehensive, broke out in laughter at Michael's small penis, finally realizing that shared vulnerability could wash away both grime and fear. However, just as they embraced the joy of this unexpected moment, a tremendous burst of the plumbing caused the shower head to explode. How did you survive?
I live, but a brick gets summoned above my head.
Alright, what does Derek try to do? Throw him into a pool. You can't. You mean kill Michael? As Derek gleefully hefts Michael and tosses him into the shimmering depths of the pool, the water erupts around him, sending a cascade of splashes into the air. Yet, instead of a refreshing cleanse, Michael flails helplessly, panic setting in as he sinks beneath the surface, his unkempt hair forming a murky cloud. With an overdramatic gurgle for help lost in the water, calmly explain that to Michael that showering is okay through the power of song. Moved by this, Michael showers. As Michael sings, Ben sings, oh my god, serenading melody compels him to finally embrace the shower. However, in a bizarre twist, he mistakenly uses an unusual soap that causes an explosive reaction, transforming the bathroom into a bizarre scene of sudsy chaos. I lunge at Michael with the garden hose while soldiers hold him down. I spray Michael with water and throw soap at him until he's clean. As I lunge at Michael with the garden hose, the soldiers restraining him can hardly contain their laughter at the absurdity of the scene. The jets of water fly everywhere, drenching everyone in soap suds as Luca tosses bar soap like a grenade, transforming Michael into a foam-filled spectacle. Miraculously, the adrenaline and laughter seem to wash away Michael's stubbornness, and after a slippery struggle, they all collapse in a bubbly heap, victorious in their quest for cleanliness, with Michael finally agreeing to shower. Alright, what does Ali try to do? I force him to put on deodorant despite his pushbacks because he's so weak. I overpower him and apply it.
Crazy.
You didn't even shower him, you put deodorant on him. As Ali wrestles with the smelly Michael, a surprising burst of strength allows him to triumph over his feeble resistance, successfully applying the deodorant. However, the potent stench of years of unwashed skin reacts explosively with the deodorant.
Why is everything
It's like a Michael Bay movie. What the fuck is this shit? In a valiant but ultimately futile attempt to escape the toxic miasma, I Love Kemba breathes in foul air and collapses, leaving behind a heroic legend. I educate Michael on the importance of hygiene. You spelled it wrong. After he showers, I pound his butthole until it looks like a bowl of chili. I deep breath and earnestly explain the importance of hygiene to Michael, hoping he'd turn his life around. After a reluctant shower, a moment of camaraderie turned disastrous, overwhelmed by the pungent odors that had tainted their bond, unleashed a chaotic frenzy that left no one in the room unscathed. In the end, while they both learned a valuable lesson about cleanliness, the aftermath of their wild encounter left Thomas in a state of sheer disbelief, ultimately succumbing to chaos. It completely ignored the second half of what you wrote.
Is this the worst game of all time?
Ben, send me a message and I'll put that in.
Oh, right.
I need like a ring light or something. This shit's dark as fuck. Luca goes home for the first time in a month and he needs to come badly.
He needs to come badly is a crazy way to put it, Ben.
It's funny.
Alright, what do I...
Yeah, you really thought out of the box there, Luca.
Your dad tries to show
Show
him
him
an
a
old
pic of
glory.
Granny and his boner becomes soft. As the tension in the air thickens, your dad whips out an old photograph of Granny. Her warm smile is stark contrast to Luca's growing arousal. The moment Luca lays eyes on the image, his excitement deflates like a pop balloon, rendering his urge impotent and effectively averting disaster. What does Ben try to do? Realizing that Luca won't come while at college, Dryo uses his super strength to throw Luca by his penis. With a mighty heave, Dryo grasps Luca's penis
I know how right you're.
and hurled him across the state like a human cannonball with a scream. As Luca soared through the air, his primal instincts kicked in, propelling his slimy accumulation far from the city's vulnerable populace. Plummeting safely into a deserted area, Luca breathed a sigh of relief while Ben's unorthodox intervention successfully averted disaster.
I lived! I did it!
That's crazy. Grasp Luca's penis and hurt him to stay like a human cannonball. The great slimy stuff disaster.
Wait for a more romantic moment, the tension thickens, and he reluctantly agrees, leading them on a charming date under the city lights. Their shared kiss ignites a spark, causing their hearts to race as they lose track of time. But the buildup becomes too much for Luca. As the clock strikes midnight, the pressure releases in an explosive climax. But instead of destruction, a dazzling shower of sparks comes out of my fucking urethra into the city. Thomas tries to put a cork in his pee hole and tell him to never come again. He calls me daddy and leaves. As Thomas awkwardly attempts to cork Luca's pee hole to thwart the impending disaster, a comically oversized cork slips from his grasp and bounces off a nearby wall, launching into the air like a cannonball. Oh no, Thomas is about to replace his whole vocabulary with racial slurs. I show Thomas that life isn't all racist. I also steal his college tuition so
I like
he can't lose
that.
it. As Luca frantically dodges Thomas's increasingly aggressive tirade, they manage to lower the intensity of the situation by sharing uplifting stories of friendship and unity, helping Thomas see the light until, in a moment of reckless abandon, Luca snatches the bag containing all his college tuition. Thomas, realizing he's been robbed, a hilarious chase ensues that leaves Luca bouncing off the walls like a pinball. However, in a tragic twist of fate, a misdirected football sends them spiraling into a vending machine, leaving them trapped and crushed in it. I introduce him to homophobic slurs. As Derek desperately tries to distract Thomas by introducing him to a plethora of homophobic slurs, the chaos escalates. Thomas, bewildered but amused, starts blending both vocabularies into a bizarre mix of insults that leaves everyone confused. In a twist of fate, instead of losing his college tuition, Thomas accidentally gains notoriety as the vocab visionary, leading to an unexpected fame, but only after he agrees to a series of
Sensitivity workshops.
Who's next? Ben's
my
next. Alright.
Get ready.
Oh, he said.
Liquor Unk showed up to the function with the uranium Zaza. Thomas tries to.
Awful.
I inform Unk of the awful impactees of the Za on children. We come to an understanding. As Thomas desperately articulated the dire consequences of the uranium Zaza to Unk. That sentence is so bad. The uranium Zaza to Unk. Though chaos almost ensued, Thomas's eloquence saved the day, securing a future free from the shadows of poisoning.
Yeah, his eloquence with the impactees of the Za.
Triumphant grin, chasing mesotoxic toxic item into the air where it exploded in a shower of harmless confetti.
There's no way that worked.
Oh my god! There's no way!